Now that I'm looking at it on camera, it is a little uneven. Oh, I can't believe I did this. Hey guys, so today I'm getting my lips done. I'm actually running a little late as always, but I'm excited. So today I'm gonna be getting my lips done. Might get 1 or 2 syringes, who knows. And then I'm getting my chin done as well. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't really have like a chin like side profile, if that makes sense. It doesn't like line up with my lips. And then I might be getting a liquid nose job. I didn't set an appointment for that, but if she has room in her schedule, I might go ahead and do that. Who knows? But I will see you guys when I get to the place or whatever. Okay. So they wouldn't let me record. My face just, hold on. I don't really know how I feel about it. I can't really talk right now because my lips are still numb. And I have filler on my lips, so it feels very weird. Obviously it's gonna take some time to get used to. And my chin feels hard as shit. This is how it's looking. Now that I'm looking at it on camera, it is a little uneven. Just a little. This side is still bigger than this side. I wish this would go down. Oh, I can't believe I did this. One thing that kind of upset me is that they don't save your syringes. So I literally had like some product left, but she doesn't save syringes. So like they literally got thrown out. And I'm like, no. That like made me so sad. I wanted to like take it home or something. But do what with it, you know? Okay, so I know I'm not supposed to do this. I touched up my makeup a little bit and then I added some lip gloss. I don't know, it's growing on me. I'm starting to notice like some asymmetries. So I think I'm gonna call them and like see if, you know, I can get a touch up or something. I don't know, maybe I'll just wait for the swelling to go down. Here is the chin. I think I want to eventually get this fat dissolved right here. I think that'll look good. Now that I added lip liner and lip gloss, I kind of like it. I was gonna do the nose, but it was just too much. It was just way too much. Okay, so I went ahead and put you guys down because I want to give you guys some tea. I'm obviously very swollen. I'm obviously talking weird. I still have some anesthesia left in my lips, but I can slowly feel it going away. And yeah, I went to this place called L's Medical Spa in Orlando, Florida. And as soon as I walked in, one thing I noticed, no one really spoke English. Everyone was Latina, everyone was Hispanic, and I'm just like, oh God. What do I do? So pretty much there was this one girl there that spoke English and she translated for me. So I went into this room, they removed my makeup and then they started applying numbing cream. So she applied numbing cream to my lips and my chin and then she wrapped it with some saran wrap and she told me it's gonna take like 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes the nurse came into the room. So the nurse did speak English, however it wasn't like the best, but she did speak English enough for us to carry a conversation. I'm sure she has this conversation over and over again all day, every day. So we were able to communicate enough for her to understand exactly what I wanted and exactly what I was looking for. We talked about it. I told her about my asymmetries. I told her about my concerns and this and that. And we talked about it. And she basically said, okay. You know, she lays me down. She gives me a mirror and she like tells me what she's gonna do. And then she lays me down and then So I don't know why I'm like out of breath, but she lays me down and then she starts injecting pretty much. As soon as she started injecting, like, you could like feel it going through your skin. It felt like it was going through like 2 or 3 layers of skin, because it was like pop, and then pop. It hurt so bad. Like, I started tearing involuntarily, and then she was like, oh, she needs more numbing. Her assistant gave me more numbing cream for another 5 minutes, and then we went at it again, and I still felt it. And then she was like, okay, I'm going to have to give you anesthesia. I'm gonna have to inject anesthesia into your mouth, because she was like, I don't want you to be in pain, and it's gonna get worse from here. I was like, oh fuck. Okay, great. So she puts anesthesia. She opens my mouth, puts anesthesia in both sides of my inner mouth, and that shit hurt. Oh my gosh, it hurt more than the injection. She did that, and then she waited another like 5 minutes, and then she started injecting again, and I felt everything. I was like, what the freak? Like, this is so painful, but it's okay, beauty's plain, blah, blah, blah. So then she was like, have you ever had any issues with anesthesia in the past? And I was like, honestly, I got my eyebrows micro shaded, and I got my lips neutralized, the color of my lips neutralized. Both times they used, like, you know, a topical anesthesia, and I still felt all of the pain throughout. So I did tell her that, and she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, wow, especially the eyebrows, because that's so very painful. Like, she was like, you literally like felt the whole thing? And I was like, yes. She was like, wow, I don't know why the injected anesthesia is not working. And I was like, honestly, just go. Like, it's fine, it's bearable, da, da, da. So she goes, and, you know, obviously I feel everything, but I got to a certain point where I just became numb. And I'm not gonna say I didn't feel it, but it just didn't faze me, you know, after that. So I was like, whatever. Okay, so then, you know, after she did my lips, she moved on to my chin. So she did add some to my chin. She added some projection. I don't know if you guys can see. And then she made it a little pointier. So initially my face was more so like, it was like round, like my chin was like boxy. So she added a little bit of a point, just a little bit. I was going to do my nose. She said I just need, like, she honestly said my nose looks fine, but I obviously have makeup on. I told her I had makeup on. So like the point that she sees is highlighter, and she was like, I know, however, I don't think you really need it. However, she said if I were to add anything into your nose, I would literally just add the tiniest amount to your tip. That's it, just to, like, you know, make it, you know, point up a little, because my nose kind of like points down a little. It was just like, it was just so much that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do that next time, because it was just like too much. It was just a lot. So I was like, you know what, let me see how my chin and my lips, you know, let me see how those two fall into place, and then I'll look into doing other things if I feel like I need other things. So I did get 2 syringes in my lips. She didn't use the full 2 syringes. She used, like, I would say a syringe and a half. The part that bummed me out was they don't save your syringes. They just throw it out. And I was like, you can't save it for next time for when I need a touch up? And she was like, no, sorry, we don't do that here. And I was like, damn, okay, cool, whatever. So my chin feels so tight right now. It feels so hard. Like, it is so hard. Like, it's crazy. So this isn't the same substance or whatever they put into the lips. This is very different. The density is completely different. My lips feel very hard. I feel like some localized hardness in the areas that she injected in. Just a little soreness, honestly, not that bad. Pain scale 1 to 10, I would say like 2. You know, it's not that bad, just a little discomfort. It's kind of hard to speak. I'm not sure if that's because of the anesthesia or because I have 2 syringes or 1.5 syringes of hyaluronic acid in my lips. It was a little difficult for me to drink through a straw. So yeah, I'm going through that. I'm not even gonna try to eat. I'll deal with that later. But yeah, that is pretty much, that's pretty much my experience so far.
The next day.
Okay, so it's the next day. I just woke up. I look a little crazy. I have no makeup on, obviously. You can see some of my acne scars. But this is how my lips are looking today. I can talk a little better, or I can speak a little better. Any words that require like the front of my mouth or the lips just don't come out right. But this is how it is. This is how it's looking. The chin is doing good. I like the chin. The chin is actually very painful and a little swollen right now. It's like very tender. Not painful, but tender. The lips are tender and hard right now. I have Vaseline on them, so that's why they're shiny. And I don't have anything on my chin, so I don't know why it's shiny, but yeah, this is how everything is looking. This is how we're looking. Anyway, I'll check in later or tomorrow or whatever.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, so I got my lips done 2 Tuesdays ago. This is how they're looking right now. I do have makeup on. There might be like some foundation up around the, perimeter, but this is how my lips are looking. Without lipstick, without lip liner. I just wanted to show you guys how they look bare. And I'm going to go put some product on my lips right now so you guys can see how it looks with lipstick on. Real. TikTok. Okay, so this is how my lips look with lipstick. So I just have my NYX lip liner in Urban Cafe and this Maybelline lipstick in Clay Crush, my absolute fave. But this is how it looks with a lip liner and a velvet lipstick. They're not as hard as they used to be. My chin is doing fine as well. This is how it's settled. It's not as hard as it used to be. The chin is still pretty hard, but I think it's supposed to be like that. My lips aren't as hard as they used to be. However, they are still a little hard, like especially here, where she added here. I have noticed some asymmetry, so I do have to go back for a touch-up. My sister has seen me in person for the first time since I got my lips done, and she said that, yeah, you need a little bit more here and a little bit more there, but she was like, oh my god, they're so big. Like, so, whatever. But I love them. I like the way they turned out. This is the side profile. It's not painful. It's still easy to talk, still easy to eat. Got used to it in like a day. Yeah, other than that, everything's good. I will link down where I got everything down below. I'll link down the medical spa I went to. I'll link down her name. I'll link down the exact services that I got. If you guys have more questions, go ahead and drop them down below. But if you want to be like a little bit more private, go ahead and shoot them down into my DMs. And I won't like mention your name, in my next video. I will do a part 2 when I get my filler touched up. And I'll go ahead and answer any like common questions you guys might have. I just want to make a disclaimer. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to promote getting anything done or getting cosmetic procedures done or getting your lips filled or your face filled. Like, I'm not trying to promote that. Me personally, I had a couple of insecurities within myself, and I feel like if you have the means to change it, go ahead and change it. I don't bash anyone who chooses to get cosmetic procedures done. I don't bash anyone who chooses not to get any cosmetic procedures done. It's your body. You can do whatever you want with it. However, I'm not trying to promote that either. This is just what I did. This is what I wanted for myself based off of my needs and my insecurities. So I hope you guys don't take this video the wrong way. I know I'm gonna get some mean comments down below. You can hold them for yourselves. So regardless, I'm still gonna get it. You don't have to tell me I don't need it. I know I don't need it. I wanted it. I will be getting more things done to my face. So if you guys are down, go ahead and subscribe. If you guys want to see my progress, go ahead and subscribe. I do want to get like the fat dissolved here. I want to get my nose filled eventually. Like, I want to get more in my lips, just a little bit more. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and comment on this video, and again, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.